looking at all these targets, 2050, 2040, 2030, all the solutions that we could possibly use to meet those goals. It's all great, but I think we should use, and I think Chris mentioned it as well, we have a basket of solutions. Some of them are available today. Let's use them. Every saving we can do today is worth more than the saving we can do tomorrow. So I think to reach any of these goals, it's time to move. And biofuels in the broadest sense, and especially biogas based biofuels are a perfect solution. The infrastructure is there. That's then the benefit of having some fossil infrastructure already there. Filling stations, gas engines. It's just a seamless blend into the whole system. It's just getting across these regulatory and permitting barriers to really start scaling.
As Neil said, this is a technology that's available right now and we're not waiting for, fusion or any long-term issues. It's actually the second oldest renewable around. I mean, if you count hydro dams as the first renewable from the dam that Edison built in Wisconsin in the late 19th century, AD has been around the same time and was used by the city of Exeter to provide gas light at about the same time that Edison built the hydro dam. So, this is a mature technology that can deliver at scale now. The problem with it for policymakers is that it is so flexible that it is able to use so many different organic feedstocks, whether they're agricultural, whether they're food waste, whether it's sewage sludge, whether it's whiskey mash, you name it. And that the outputs are also flexible. So, quite rightly, Niels has mentioned the tremendous ability to get heavy goods vehicles to go zero carbon, because it's a very useful and LNG is a very useful fuel for running heavy goods vehicles, but it can also be used for high temperature heat in industrial applications. It can also be used, absolutely crucially, to run existing big combined cycle gas turbine electricity generators. So, when you have those difficult Northern Hemisphere evenings in December, January, February, when everybody's trying to put their television on, everybody's trying to do their cooking, and the sun is no good because it isn't shining. The wind hopefully is going to provide lots of electricity, but sometimes you can have as many as 4 or 5 days without much wind. Then actually biogas and biomethane are there. They can run the CCGT and provide the backup electricity as well. So part of the problem we have in getting across to policymakers is that this is a phenomenally flexible resource that can do a whole range of things. And what the ultimate best use is going to be of it, I think, is part of the journey that we're making as societies towards net zero. And it may be HGVs. I mean, I've come across some people who think that, bio LNG is going to be the solution to long range aircraft, because you can't do that with electricity, but actually bio LNG is even more dense as an energy form than kerosene, which is what we use in aircraft, long distance aircraft now. So, I don't know. I'm an economist by background. The market will eventually tell us what the most valuable use of this resource is, but it's a phenomenally good, flexible resource, and we need as much of it as we can get, and unlock the barriers, and then the market will sort out what the most valuable use of this resource actually is.